odds that he can help in any way summer this year?
Well, he's, from the reports from the training room and with Coach Bush being able to work with him, the last 3 weeks, they seem like it's, I'm not worried about my injury anymore. You know, there's that transition, especially with him, because, you know, it went good and then it went bad, right? So it's hard for him to overcome, but it appears right now all is good. And it's the ability for him to be able to say now, okay, I can go and let's go do this thing and go get it done. You know, I think every kid goes through those injuries that way, but it's he's very athletic. He's a talented young man. I remember hearing Thomas Hammock talk to us about how talented he thought he was before he hurt his knee. I just think playing the safety position, it eases his mind a little bit. I know it does because he said it kind of does. So, but we'll see. You know, can he tackle? Can he run? Can he change direction? Can he learn the defense? He's a talented kid. I'm proud of the way he's fought to come back because I've done that 3 times myself. It's not easy.
And A.J. Jordan, our safety, is going to be in the mix there as well?
Yeah, A.J. is A.J.'s going to be in the mix in that position. He's going to be highly involved again in special teams, and the more that he's played, I think playing safety in the spring, maybe the biggest thing it did for him was help him learn to be a better tackler because he got to tackle at the individual drills. He got to do some stuff, but he'll going to be in the mix. It's going to be interesting to watch Moose compete there, Austin compete there. Maybe one of those new kids, does Luburn get into the mix in that scenario? There's who knows, but somebody's got to. So Austin Hudson has gained 27 pounds since he walked on campus in January, and he's running just as fast as he was when he got here. So it's impressive how he's handled himself, and he's bought into the eating the correct way and training the right way.
What's your plan for using Warren Herring? Was it at nose guard or on the outside with Price?
Yeah, he's definitely the nose guard. The development for him to be able to get out and be involved in some pass rushing situations or what have you, or even play some defensive end for us will completely rely on where do we sit with the other nose guards. So is Jeremy going to come and play that? Is Goldberg going to play there? Is Connor Sheehy going to come in there and play to where we feel like we have the ability to get Warren off the field? So I've challenged Warren. We talk about all the time. I was kidding with him today walking down the hallway. We got to be able to get to the point to where Warren can comfortably play 50 snaps at a high level. And some may not say that's a big number or whatever. I think it is for a nose guard. I think that's a big number to play. Warren says he can play 70, so I hope he is. So, but we got to find somebody who can get him off the field and help him.
Do you think freshmen are physically ready to take on play at this level?
It takes a rare kid that's physically ready to do it, number one, but more importantly, mentally ready to do it. Skill position kids are much more likely to have the opportunity. There's not many Michael Dieters in the world. Now, could Michael come in and start at a center in the Big Ten and be able to play that all season? I don't know, but he's going to be in the rotation as a freshman offensive lineman, and that's a rarity. Especially because he's still 17, because he's barely turned 18 years old in a couple of weeks. But it's the grind is what gets him. Not necessarily. It's not a 40-yard dash. It's a marathon, and the grind mentally gets to him and physically gets to him. I think that's where freshmen can run problems.
But you see, just in their makeup now, Patterson and Sheehy, where they might be able to.
Connor, yes. Right now is in the rotation because he has the physical presence to be able to do it. He has the overall toughness to do it. Jeremy's still a work in progress. He's still working himself into shape. He didn't have a lot of the opportunities from a training standpoint that Connor has. And Jeremy didn't have all those at home, but he's getting better.
And you mentioned downstairs that Connor could fit in somewhere and or on the inside, correct?
I'm going to ask him to be able to, yes. And Coach Chad will ask him to be able to learn the nose and the end both in those certain scenarios. He's, like I said, even with Warren versus Bo a year ago, we're going to be more of this a little bit on the snap of the ball at that nose guard position, which there's more than one way to do things. So where Bo last year was more into it at the beginning, we'll probably move around a little bit more. That fits Connor. Warren can do both and needs to do both. And that would also fit Goldberg. Anything else?
Personality of the linebackers changed at all without Chris, or do these guys that are coming back kind of have a little bit of Chris in them because he set such a good example about the way he played.
Well, I think the way Chris prepared and the ability for Landish to be around him for so many years is invaluable. And you know, Landish prepares very well. He doesn't say a word, as you guys probably know. You got to squeeze it out of him, but he's got good knowledge. The Trotter boys are both very smart young men. Having them both inside of the inside linebacker position, I believe, is a great move. They'll be versatile kids there. Packages can grow with them in them, and sometimes with them not in them if needed, and still be a positive. Big question there is finding that fourth inside linebacker. Who is that going to be as we move forward? That's a challenge. There's a number of kids that have been in the program and a number of new kids who have to fight for that spot. And that's an interesting one. It's an important one too.
And the biggest thing year 2 versus year 1 for you at this stage coming to these meetings is what?
My comfort going to these meetings as far as the football team goes and the way I feel, it's a huge difference in just being around the kids. I understand who they are, understand their personalities. It's such a difference. It's very calming for me because I can be more of who I am, being around the kids. And I can kind of get a feel if they're having a good day, a bad day, or whatever it may be, because I understand their personalities. Not perfect at that by any stretch, but we just know each other. The hallways are the way I like to have them be now. It's a friendly, it's a family environment. It's very businesslike, but it's yet people know that we have their best interests.
You mentioned Jesse Hayes downstairs. What's been the biggest change in him from year 1 under you to now?
Well, you know, there's big challenges that are going out to some kids, and I think as you're in a program for a year and as a head coach, I think you need to let kids understand where they sit. And Jesse needs to be the player. It's his time. Just as this Vince Beagle's time, just as this Robert Wheelwright's time. Jesse Hayes is, again, as you grow and you develop, when you leave the building, how important is it to you? And that's where we are, because he's talented, he can run, he can take care of his business. I really like what he does. But he's got to have the ability to walk in and be consistent and in front of his teammates and make the plays he needs to be able to make in practice consistently for us to say, not as a group of coaches, but as a football family, yep, this kid's ready to go and he's going to bust his tail for us. And I think Jesse's ready to do that. But Vince and Jesse, that B-backer position is going to be very important as we move forward through this year. Now, you know, I say a little more few things about them now, I guess, because maybe I'm coaching them, but I expect that position group to be very good. And those are two talented kids that need to represent us well this year for us to be a good defense.